Hello, today I'm going to do a test between the Canton Ergo RCL, that are the brown speakers, yes, and the Canton Karat 709 DC, the black speakers. Another month ago I told you that I finally found my perfect speaker and that my hunting days were over. And that for me it was almost impossible to believe I could find other speakers in the for the same money, for the same amount, in the same price class, yeah, below 500 euro, that is. And as you know, I'm struggling with speakers for a long time, and first I had, of course, my plan was to have speakers below 200 euro, to find speakers below 200 euro on the second-hand market, yes, with the perfect sound, or perfect, yeah, perfect as far 200 euro can buy you, yeah. And then I find out after 3 years that it was impossible to find that perfect speaker under 200 euro. So I cranked my money up until 500. I thought, well, okay, if I can't find that perfect speaker below 200 euro, I have to crank that 200 euro up. So I cranked that up until 500 euro, and I finally managed to find my perfect speaker. And I found them last year, May, these black Canton Karat 709 DCs. I found them for 375 euro, and I was very happy for 7 months. And then I told you last month that my speaker hunting days are over, because I believe I can't find better speaker for that money. Before I had these black speakers, those Canton Karats, I also saw these Canton Ergo RCLs often online, and these are very good speakers. And I often bid on them, but I always missed them because they went away above the money I wanted to pay for them. Yeah, always more as 350 euro. That was my limit. My limit for these speakers were 350 euro, because I thought, well, these are speakers from 1998 and between 2000. They were also sold, I think, until 2008. But yeah, you never know which one you get, the old ones from 1989 or the ones from 2005. And so I thought 350 euro was my max for these speakers. That was my max I wanted to pay for these speakers. I paid for these black ones, I paid even more. I paid 375 for these speakers, yeah, because I thought they are worth the 375. And for a while, for 7 months, I was happy. I was convinced that I finally found the good speaker. And then a few weeks ago I bought these Canton Karats for the unbelievable price. You won't believe it. Well, you already know if you follow my movies. I bought them for 200 euro. 200 euro a pair of Canton Ergo RCLs. And I thought these people were crazy to sell them that cheap, but when I came home I noticed that probably that was the reason they sold them that cheap. It have a little damage over here, yes, in the corner, and they repair that damage, but for me that is not important at all. And you hardly see that damage. They are beautiful speakers, and only if you watch very close, yes, if you're gonna place your 100% attention on these speakers, you will notice that these speakers had a damage, and maybe that's the reason why they sold them that cheap, yeah, because 200 euro for these speakers is incredible. So today I make this movie because when I bought these speakers, yes, I hooked them up and I was not convinced. I thought, well, maybe they can sound better, because I read a lot about these speakers and I hardly read something about these Canton Karats. So there are a lot of people who like these speakers, and so I knew they were good speakers, but I was not convinced. You only know when you place them next to each other and you do a sound test, yeah. It is very difficult when you heard them separate, yeah, when you heard these speakers separate, to make an opinion Only when you heard them next to each other, then you can make an opinion. Yeah, and believe me, I not in 5 minutes, not in 1 minute. I was over in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds I was over, because this speaker sounds so much better. These Canton Ergo RCLs, and the bass is deeper, but the bass is also more punchier, more. How I can tell you that the bass from the Canton, I thought the bass from the Cantons were okay, but that bass is a little bit, yeah, it's a woolly bass. It's not a punchy bass, you know, that. And maybe that's because of the big woofer, and this one have two woofers, yeah, two woofers from 20 centimeters, I think, or 22 centimeters, not sure, and they go low. They go, well, on paper you see 18 hertz. They start with 18 hertz, but that's not true. Yes, everybody, when speaker company wrote, most speaker companies wrote their specs or write their specs down. This below hertz, yes, is measured with -3 decibel, and when you calculate this Canton, yes, according the right way, they start with 25 hertz, 25 hertz, and these Cantons, the Canton Karat, start with about, well, I'm not sure. On paper they are 22, so I think they start with 29 hertz. Yeah, that's the difference. 25 hertz, 29 hertz. But even though I like this speaker very much, I love this speaker very much, and that's why I thought, well, I can't find better speakers for the money, you know. And but yeah, when I saw the opportunity, when I had the opportunity to buy these speakers, these Canton Ergo RCLs, for only 200 euro, of course I couldn't, well, let them walk away. So I picked them up, I hooked them up, and suddenly my Canton Karat 709 DC, they don't sound beautiful anymore. I don't like them anymore, and I don't want them even for as my bedroom speakers. Yeah, so well, and for me, I paid 200 euro, and people who are selling these Canton Ergo RCLs for 350, they are crazy. They're crazy. These speakers are worth far over that 350. In my ears, they are worth 700-800 euro minimum. They are perfect sounding speakers, really beautiful sounding speakers, and much better in the mids, much better in the mids. The bass is better, and the highs, I think they are the same, but even the high sounds better. Although it looks like they have the same tweeter, as you can see. Well, they are from the same factory, and so the tweeters looks the same, but even the tweeters sounds different. Everything from this speaker sounds so much better than these black ones. And let me give you an example of one of my songs over here. Let me see. Steely Dan. I had a question. One of my viewers asked me to spin that Steely Dan, so I start with Steely Dan and listen to the difference in sound. And I will start with my Canton Karat, so the black ones, yes, and listen to the difference when you see me switching over to yes, this is the switch, yes, the speaker switch. When you see me over, and listen to that sound difference. Listen to this, okay? Let's start first with the black ones. Listen to this. Okay, and now I am playing the browns. You heard the difference? Well, one more time with Steely Dan. Yeah, I first start with the blacks. is speaker A, that is the black old Karats, and speaker B, that are the new Canton Ergos, okay? Okay, listen to the difference. Try another song. Let me try another song. Let me see which one I have here. Well, maybe this one. Yeah, this one. Well, the difference is clear. For me, the difference is clear, and I hope. Well, it is always difficult through a mic to hear the difference, but believe me, that these speakers, these brown Canton Ergo RCL, and Well, I never say what I said before again, that my speaker hunting days are over and that these speakers will never leave my house. I will never repeat that, because I look so foolish that after 1 month I made that remark, I'm going to sell these speakers. And tomorrow this guy is picking these black speakers up and I will lose some money, a little bit, but yeah. I can't have them both in my living room, and well, I paid much for, well, much, I'm not sure if the 375 is much what I paid, but now I heard this, I think 375 is too much for these black ones, yeah, because often in the Netherlands these brown Canton Ergo RCLs, they go away for about 350 to 400 euro, and that's what people pay in the Netherlands, and they don't want to pay more. I see them in Germany, often they are, well, they are priced much higher than in the Netherlands, probably because they have in Germany a better understanding of what Canton really is, because really these brown speakers, and I thought the blacks were beautiful sounding, but these browns are even more beautiful, and well, and what I also like is from these Cantons, the brown RCLs, that the bass port is on the front, so I can just place them to the walls, yes. And with these, the black ones, first of all, they are wider, as you can see, they are wider, yeah, and so they stick out from the wall. But you also have to remind that you have to, well, this piece at minimum, yeah, and that's a little, I don't think that's enough. So they have to stand from the wall, yeah, because the port is on the back side of the speaker, and these Cantons are closed, and that's why I prefer also these Cantons, because I just I can place them just straight on the wall, and so I think that's more beautiful. Also the color matches my cabinet, as you can see, almost the same color, yeah. So I don't have a problem with, yeah, I think the black ones are more beautiful, to be honest. But yeah, that's everything, In sound, they lose big, Well, this was my test between the Canton Ergo RCL and the Canton Karat. I hope you liked the video. Put your thumbs up if you did. And don't forget to subscribe on my channel. For now I say bye bye.